Stop. Don't board that flight just yet. You're being watched, scored, and maybe even blacklisted. Yeah, I said it, blacklisted. That's why your name never shows up on the upgrade list. That's why you keep ending up in the middle seat. That's why you never get the perks they promise. The worst part? You didn't even do anything wrong, or at least you thought you didn't. But the airline saw it differently. You've been quietly flagged, and they're not telling you. In this video, we're breaking down the secret airline system that silently scores you, and more importantly, I'll show you how to fix it. This is Secret Boarding Pass. We don't follow the rules, we expose them. Let's go. So what exactly is this blacklist? And how can you be on it without even realizing? Airlines don't call it a blacklist, but that's exactly what it is. Behind the scenes, every time you fly, the system creates a passenger profile. It stores your preferences, travel habits, and behavior. Every interaction you have with an airline becomes part of your digital reputation. It's not just about status points, it's about patterns. Did you argue with gate agents? Request too many changes? Cancel and rebook flights repeatedly? The system remembers, and worse, it shares. Partner airlines, alliance members, even airport staff. If one airline flags you, others might follow. If you want to stay off this hidden list, here's what to do. Politeness isn't a bonus anymore. It's a survival strategy. You might think you're the perfect passenger, but airlines keep receipts. Here are a few ways you could be quietly sabotaging your chances. Calling support too often makes you look high maintenance. Use the app or live chat instead. Don't change your seat more repeatedly. Research your seat once using tools like Seat Guru and commit to it. Complaining on Twitter? Nah. Use private channels and thank them if they fix it. Asking for extras nonstop? You'll get labeled needy. Space out your requests and be polite. Arriving way too early, or too late, raises suspicion. Aim for that 90-minute sweet spot. Rebooking too often shows instability. Use flexible fares and plan ahead. Bragging about your status? It rarely works. Confidence is quiet. Burn this into your memory. The most upgradable passengers aren't loud or demanding. They're smooth, consistent, and quietly valuable. Let's talk about how upgrades really work, because it's not a raffle. And it's definitely not about personal kindness. It's an algorithm. And if you're not playing by its rules, you're not even in the game. Here's the order airlines follow when assigning upgrades. 1. Elite members, Platinum, Gold, etc. 2. Fare class, higher fare, higher chance. 3. Check-in time, earlier means priority. 4. And finally, the hidden factor, internal behavior score. That last one? It's where things go sideways. If you've been flagged for past behavior, you won't even appear on the upgrade shortlist. Your name gets skipped over, even if there's a seat available. And it's not just business class. This affects standby priority, meal upgrades, even seat comfort assignments. So, how do you work with the system instead of getting buried by it? First, check in early, but not desperately early. Second, choose mid-tier fare classes that allow upgrades. Third, make sure your loyalty account is clean, no flagged history. Fourth, be proactive but calm if things go wrong. Notes get written in moments of tension. Want a shot at the next upgrade? Become the kind of passenger the system wants to reward: calm, profitable, predictable. Okay, maybe you've been flagged, but here's the good news. You can reset your record. Step 1, fly under the radar for 3 consecutive trips. Don't change seats. Don't call support. Don't complain. Be invisible for a while. Step 2, submit feedback, but in your favor. Use the airline's official feedback form. Thank specific crew members. Positivity gets attached to your record. Step 3, request a status review from the loyalty desk. Yes, you can actually ask for your notes to be reviewed, especially if you're a frequent flyer. Step 4, switch alliances if needed. Step 5, use soft reset flights. Red-eye flights, unpopular routes, and off-peak days are less staffed, less crowded, perfect for rebuilding silently. You're not stuck, you're just uninformed. But now that you know, you can restart your upgrade journey the right way. You've heard how it works. Now, let's bulletproof your behavior. Be human, not transactional. Don't just demand, connect. Smile, recognize their effort. Use names. A simple, "Thanks, Jason," goes further than you think. Don't flex your status. VIPs don't say they're VIPs. Airlines reward humility. Keep complaints private. No Twitter rants. Quiet feedback earns quiet respect. Follow up with gratitude. Got great service? Acknowledge it. Those notes stick, in a good way. Airlines don't upgrade passengers. They upgrade profiles. Build one that earns their trust. Hey, we just unpacked the kind of secrets airlines bury deep. And now, you know exactly how they control who gets the good life up front. This is Secret Boarding Pass, and being here makes you different. Every week, I'll be back, armed with even more tactics to outsmart the game. The average traveler, they're still stuck blaming luck, but you just leveled up. So hit that subscribe button, or stay lost in the terminal with the rest. You've joined the few who read between the lines and rise above the noise. See you in the sky.